This banger was written by AI in just a few minutes using an online AI audio platform. We'll explain how this works in just a moment. What do these new possibilities mean for the future of music and fans? Will everything end up sounding the same, or does AI actually encourage creativity? Today on Shift. How do you produce a track with AI? Is it as easy as typing questions into ChatGPT? The Argentinian musician Nicolas Madueri shows us how it works. Step 1. Generate the lyrics using ChatGPT. You give a simple prompt and get a simple result. ChatGPT progresses worldwide. Maria's musical ideas take stride. It will stay forever, what Nehemia writes. Step 2. Nicolas Madueri copies the lyrics into another AI tool, which requires just a few lines of text and a short description to create a song in seconds. I have to delete the words chorus and pre-chorus, and here let's choose Argentinian Latin pop.
Latin pop.
And the song doesn't sound too bad either.
María con música y esa flor, mientras medias informes redacta con fervor.
And it's pretty easy, right? Suno is just one of many tools. There's also Udio, MusicGen and SoundDraw, to name a few. They all work in a similar way. Enter your text, choose the music style, and then the song is generated. But can you also create something unique, or just cheap throwaway music that all sounds the same? If you don't just want a regular song but a more personalized one, you need to invest a lot more time and effort. It takes some time before you understand how to create something unique. Fact is, most audio AI models are developed in the US, which means their databases are full of US music. Country, hip-hop or soul in English, they work just fine, but Bavarian brass music, not so much. Nicolas Madueri and the Future X team are researching how Latin American music is influenced by algorithms. It's difficult for an AI model to understand the complexity and the specific characteristics of a region like Latin America. That's the challenge. How can we create tools that represent our region? A survey in 16 Latin American countries has shown that so far, creatives haven't really tapped into the potential of AI. Here, we use AI mostly for project management, not creative work. Musicians from all over Latin America work for the organization Future X. To test AI in music production, they composed a song together using various AI tools. It took us about 6 to 8 months. We tried different things and experimented with different tools. At the start, you could hardly tell that we were using AI. The results were mostly instrumental. Later, we trained an AI model using voices from famous Latin American singers. The song has quite an experimental sound. But it does give the sound researchers some valuable insights. This song was supposed to tell us something about voices, about women and many voices becoming one. It wasn't so much about making a nice song, but more to find out what happens when we bring all these voices together. It's kind of like creating a mega voice. Together with other musicians and scientists, he's training AI audio tools with the traditional sounds of his homeland. He fears that many regional musical styles could otherwise be lost. I think it's important to understand how AIs are trained. Using these models shouldn't create a rift between us and our cultures. In fact, the technology should deepen our cultural identity and enable more access to local traditional music. Across the world, there are different opinions on how to go about using this technology.
I don't like it. We don't like it. I feel like you need AI to help you write a song, or especially when it's for a likeness. That's not cool.
I think it's never going to replace live music, I think, and that's mainly the way I lead from. So, like, I'll use it in a scenario where I'll be able to take a beat off a track, or I'll be able to pull a guitar line off a track to take me to another direction.
The idea of AI as a creative partner sounds exciting to me. It can also help you sing songs in other languages. If I wanted to rap in Spanish, for instance, I would have had to ask my colleague Sebastian to help me out.
Estoy emocionado porque un rap estoy creando, las palabras vienen, la rima estoy armando yo.
But now I won't need him anymore. I can use an AI tool instead. And they're already being used by artists. South Korean K-pop singer Midnight records songs in English to target a global audience. An AI tool helps him practice the perfect pronunciation. Midnight produces songs in 6 different languages, including Korean, English, Japanese and Spanish. First, he records the Spanish lyrics. Then the AI steps in to help. Spanish was really hard. There were parts I just couldn't get right. I wanted to run out of the studio. But when I heard the results and what AI had fixed for me, I was really amazed. So how does it work? A track with a native speaker reading the lyrics is added. The software then combines both spoken text and singing. South Korea's major music label HYBE, who have signed both Midnight and the world-famous boy band BTS, like to experiment with this software in studio productions. We divided a piece of sound into different components: pronunciation, timbre, pitch and volume. We looked at pronunciation, which is associated with tongue movement, and used our imagination to see what kind of outcome we could get using our technology. This entirely virtual girl band May from South Korea also uses AI-generated voices. The 4 avatars can speak to their fans in Korean, English, French and Bahasa.
안녕하세요, 메이브입니다.
Unlike Midnight, Maeve's appearance and dance moves are entirely computer-generated. The producers use motion capture and artificial intelligence. The South Korean entertainment industry hopes to further develop Maeve with more performances in the pipeline. So clearly, Maeve is made with AI. But audio fakes are not always easily recognizable for us, the audience. Famous voices can be recreated using AI. Song structure and style can also be replicated fairly easily. Unfortunately, this is often done without permission from the original artists. A few months ago, a song featuring Puerto Rican rapper Bad Bunny's voice went viral. But the song wasn't made by Bad Bunny, but by Mauricio Bustos, also known as Float GPT, using AI. Bad Bunny was not amused. On WhatsApp, he told his 20 million followers to unfollow him if they liked the song. When that happened, I got scared. The whole thing just blew up. The artist was very angry. But nothing has happened so far. And AI expert Claudia Gutierrez doesn't see any reason for Mauricio to be concerned.
FlowGPT can relax. He knows he's unlikely to be sued. Yes, Bad Bunny is angry because his voice was used, but it's still a legal loophole.
Bad Bunny could sue for copyright violation, but that's time-consuming and expensive. It has been done though. In spring 2023, Universal Music Group took legal action against the viral AI hit Hard on My Sleeve that featured voice clones of Drake and The Weeknd. And it was a success. Platforms like Spotify had to take the song down. For smaller artists without a major label supporting them, there's often not much they can do. To this day, there's been no clear jurisdiction on these copyright matters. Also, what happens when cloned voices sing lyrics that go against what an artist stands for? It could hugely damage their image and career. Artists having their voices copied is a real problem. When it comes to AI and music, there are some crazy ideas floating around. The dance floor in this East London club is packed, but there's no DJ in the booth. The DJ is the AI-driven app Mubert. This app uses pre-produced loops and samples to create new tracks. Users can like or dislike the automatically generated tracks, which lets the app react to their taste. But the resulting sound is not for everyone.
The AI doesn't have an understanding of the crowd and what the crowd in the moment is feeling, so it can't adapt the music to the crowd. It's just like playing whatever music is being generated in that moment.
An AI DJ in the club, that's not for me. But generally speaking, I do find the potential of audio AI pretty fascinating. Still, let's not forget that many of these models are built on real people's work. In other words, they're trained with songs from real artists who don't get paid for this. That's it for today. See you next time. Bye.